Hi guys, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name's Walter O'Neill and today this is going to be a beginner's guide to Carnival Glass. Now if you see Carnival Glass around or you don't know what it is, basically this is the type of thing that we're talking about. I'm going to talk to you about how to identify it, how to value it, how to identify the patterns and what it is, give you a brief history. So if you want to sell Carnival Glass, collect it, stay tuned, this is a very beginner's guide. Okay, just quickly before we get going guys, if you love antiques, collectibles, you're in the reseller business, then don't forget to subscribe because my channel's all about how-to videos. I go out buying antiques and I show you what everything's worth and how to identify it. So stake your claim guys, make sure you subscribe. If the videos help you and you like them, I would really appreciate a like and a share to help me keep creating videos. Okay guys, so Carnival Glass, it's a pressed or moulded glass that often had a pattern or almost always had a pattern and an iridescent finish. Now by iridescent finish I mean, have you ever poured oil or seen oil in water on the floor and it gives that sort of rainbowy effect, that iridescent effect? Well, that's the finish they managed to put onto the glass. Now it was done in competition or to simulate the glass produced by Lewis, Comfort, Tiffany and Lotz and other makers who were for the upper class. Carnival Glass was produced for the working class, but just as beautiful as some of these other pieces, or certainly by appearance. The quality may not have been the same, but to look at a distance when you had that beautiful iridescent finish, that's exactly what they were after. Now it's been known by loads of different names. Aurora glass after the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, Rainbow Glass, Poor Man's Tiffany, and so on. Now, Carnival Glass has been produced since 1908 by Fenton, and the heyday was in the 1920s. In the 1950s, it was given away at carnivals, fairs, things like that, fetes, and that's where its name, Carnival Glass, that we know it as today came from. Now Carnival Glass was produced in decorative form and utilitarian, so things for the kitchen were done as well as decorative pieces like vases and bowls. You'd have maybe a punch bowl with cups and things like that, things to be used. That's what I mean by utilitarian. To determine the colour of Carnival Glass, you have to look at the foot. Now this piece is a piece known as Marigold, and it is Marigold all the way through, but let's say you had a red or black, this would be beautifully iridescent finish front and back. So to get the true colour you'd have to look at the foot rim, and the colour of the foot rim would be the base colour that you would class the bowl as, because Carnival Glass come in so many different colours, and I'll show you some examples now as we go in through. And there'll be loads and loads of photographs of different colours of examples and prices and things like that on eBay at the end of the video. So make sure you stay to the end and see some of the different patterns and colours and things of photographs that I will splice in. So, as I said, this one's Marigold. A lot of Carnival Glass was done in Marigold. In fact, there's a few colours that I'd say 80 or 90% of Carnival Glass was produced in, which then means there are some rarer colours. For an example, you can have uranium Carnival Glass or Vaseline Carnival Glass. I had a lime green Vaseline glass bowl last week of quite a rare piece and sold that on eBay, and it demanded a really good price. So what I'm trying to say is, if it's an unusual colour or an unusual pattern, it can demand a very good price. But you can also have a piece like this that is a common colour and a relatively common pattern. This one is the three fruits. So what you're looking for, hopefully, when you're out buying or collecting, is a rare pattern and a rare colour. Now there are many makers of Carnival Glass, and I mean loads. Just to name just a couple, you've got Northwood, Fenton, Dugan, Fostoria, Imperial, and they're not all marked. Now if you go to Northwood now, they have a little N and things like that, but they're not all marked. So how do you find out who's made your Carnival Glass bowl? And it is very simple. There's a website I'm about to show you. It's called DDotty.com. Now you can search by maker, you can search by shape, or you can search by pattern. And the easiest way is to search by pattern. If you don't know the maker, search by pattern. So you just go to the index, and I'm going to show you in a minute. And let's say for argument's sake, you want to search, let me rephrase that. Let's say for argument's sake, you've got a bowl, and on the bowl you got strawberries. You just simply go to the pattern index and go under S for strawberries, click on them, and there may be 4 or 5 different people who've made strawberry bowls or strawberry pattern bowls, and you go to them and you go, right, well that's not it, oh, there it is. Or let's say you've got a horseshoe and it says good luck, you've got a good luck bowl. So you just go to all the people who've made good luck bowls, click on them, and you match up the bowl, the pattern you have, and then it'll give you the maker. I'll give you an example. I had a Carnival Glass bowl not that long ago, and it had Brooklyn Bridge as the pattern. So I had the Brooklyn Bridge, and it stated Brooklyn Bridge, but there was no markings on it, so I didn't have a clue who made it. So I went to Dotty, typed in Brooklyn Bridge, that became produced by Dugan. It is that simple. No real experience needed for identifying the pattern. If you just say what you see, sometimes it's a bit harder because you may have leaves or flower that you don't quite recognize, and then you're going to really struggle because you've got to identify the flower then to go through the pattern. So it can be awkward that way, but 9 out of 10 times you can do it relatively easy just by searching pattern. The trouble is then, how do you know if it's real or fake? There's a lot of fake Carnival Glass, especially when you're getting up in the price. They have faked a lot of the dearer pieces. Well, this Dotty.com also has a section on fakes. So that's a good little area as well. And I'm going to show you all that in just a moment. And then when it comes to selling your pieces, make sure you're selling them worldwide. There's not much market for Carnival Glass in the UK. 9 out of 10 pieces, including the piece I just sold, went off to America. So that you can buy it in the UK very, very cheap. And I mean buy cheap, I mean I go to car boot sales and I pick it up for £1 and £2 a piece. I picked up a Vaseline piece not that long ago for £5. You really can't get it cheap here. People do not value it at the moment in the UK. It's out of fashion. But in America, the prices are still sky high. So how do you price it? Go onto eBay, which I will show you in just a second again, sold listings, and we'll have a little look. So stay tuned now. I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is and give you a little brief of Dotty's Carnival Glass website. There are others. Hooked on Carnival is another good site, and they've been to the shop and I've spoken to them personally. I have a little antique shop here, and they've been to my small shop, and they have a really good site, and they're on Facebook as well, Hooked on Carnival. But I'm going to show you Dotty in today's video. I'm going to show you how to get the patterns, and then we're going to look at eBay on how to price them, and then I'm going to splice in just some difference in colours and that. And I'm also going to do a comparison side by side of a Tiffany vase and a bit of Carnival Glass, just so you can see the iridescence and how they were trying to copy it. Hope you enjoy, guys. Okay, so here we have the address here, Dotty.com. Okay, now I've actually gone to makers. Let me go back to the home first just to show you what you've got to click on. So your options are here: search index by pattern, index by shape, index by motif, or index by maker. I want to search by pattern. We'll get there now, sorry guys. So index by pattern, let's say we were searching hearts. Right, since hearts are here, so you got heart and horseshoe, heart and vine, heart and band, heart and flowers. You can see them all there. You just click on one, you click on it, open it up, and compare the picture. Don't fit? No. So you go back and you click on, let's say, heart and vine. There's another one, and you would simply do that until you matched it up, and then it would tell you who made it. This one's made by Fenton, and they done vases, letter, decorative tumblers, and so on. What else we got here? Let's have a look. Peacocks. Right, we have a nice selection of peacocks here. Peacock and Urn Fenton. So there's two different Peacock and Urn. There's another one by Northwood. So we'll do that one. Peacock and Urn there by Northwood. And if you looked at that one, you think, okay, well that doesn't quite fit. Let's go to Millersburg Peacock and Urn. You can see the clear difference by the maker, even though they're the same pattern Peacock and Urn. Last one by Fenton. There you have it again. So that is as easy as that to get the makers, the patterns, guys. If I go back home, I want to show you just quickly how many different makers there are of Carnival Glass, and there's a lot of them. So you got Cambridge, Fenton, Fostoria, Millersburg, Northwood, Dugan, Hazel, Hainsey, Higby, Imperial, and so on. There's loads. Phoenix, US Glass, and there's a lot of makers, guys. So you ain't gonna know all of them. No matter how good you are, you're not gonna know them all. So then, using this same website now, we want to see fakes. Bear with me a second. And if you look down here, there's fakes. And it's just giving you the examples and what to look for. It's showing you the most fake bowls there are. Good luck bowls. I've actually been caught by these myself. That's a fake good luck bowl. Now, if you had that bowl and you come on the site and you compare it, you'd see that it was a fake. It's that simple. So, really good website, guys. DDotty.com, identification and anything else you need on Carnival Glass. Okay, I've just searched ebay.com and I've gone Carnival Glass and highest priced on the soles. So these are prices that have been achieved. You got a ice blue strawberry bulb there, $3,500. You've got the purple Carnival Glass poinsettia pattern there and holly, $2,000. Just giving you an idea, guys, at some of the money and some of the patterns. Look at that one there, beautiful Peacock and Urn. We just looked at that, $899. There's that beautiful example of what I was talking about with the iridescent finish, the oil finish. See, you can see they do lamps, vases, there's all sorts. They do bowls. That's a nice and unusual one, look. That looks like a crest. Peacocks again. What I would say, guys, if you ever sell any of this overseas and it's a uranium pattern, or colour rather, do not list it as uranium or customs will destroy your piece. You're not allowed to sell uranium glass in the post. So just send it as Vaseline glass, because they will destroy it. But there's your examples on prices, guys. It is definitely worth still buying. Whatever you do, don't leave this stuff there. Look at that. Peacock tail. £502. Or $502, I'm sorry.